What's going on, you guys? SlimXTeamSymmetry here to bring you guys a new video today. I'm here to bring you guys my Evilswarm deck profile for the current format. This is the one deck I never thought I would run. This is a deck that I felt that I needed to beat, and I did do a pretty good job throughout the entire format, beating it with dragons and other decks. But now I felt that, I've given every deck in the format a chance. Now it's time to try the one deck I haven't tried. And me, of all people, should run this deck because of one thing. I get to run Curly the Rabbit. So that is one of the number one reasons I'm running it. Also, it's really good against the main decks. The format being dragons and mermaids, and it's halfway decent against spellbooks, plus you can EV them, so it's pretty good. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys his deck profile. I want to give a quick shout out to my good friend Brian Cornelez and his team Chaos. They've been helping me with the deck. He got second place at Anaheim Regionals with it. He had a much different variant than mine. He's just been helping me build a really basic build, and so far I've been testing it. It's been doing really well, even against rogue decks, so I really like it. I just want to show it to you guys, and I hope you guys will enjoy it and help me make a better build of it in time so I can take it to a regional and do well with it. So we'll just get started with the deck profile. So one, Curly the Rabbit. This card's never going to die. If this card ever gets banned, I'm quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! Just so people know. This is one of my favorite cards. Just give me one rabbit. It's great at 1 in this deck. You never draw a dead rabbit since you only have one set of vanillas, so having it at 1 is perfect for Evilswarm. So that's all I gotta say about that. 3 obligatory heliotropes that go with the rabbit, the vanillas. It's not bad. 1950 is a pretty good base body. It's stronger than Thunder King. Running over Thunder King, even though it's at 1, is still really good. You just don't want to draw it in multiples. 3 Kirkion, this is like literally the best card in the deck outside of opening Rabbit. This card's ridiculous. This is the best top deck the deck has. Top decking this and going into a Ophion out of nowhere is ridiculous. This is a turn 1. This is literally a 1-card Ophion. Plus, it helps you generate a lot of advantage, especially if you have a floating Thunderbird. You can bring back a monster, and you can just do a lot of cool things with it. I really like it. Being able to just bring back a monster, poke for 16, poke for whatever, and then make an Ophion is really good. It's another way to OTK the opponent with Cowboy. Attack, make a Cowboy. It's kind of stupid, but card's great. It was one of the best additions to the deck. On to the main Evilswarm to the deck. The 3 caster, staple. An additional normal summon is great for the deck. Plus 1750 is not bad. Outside of that, I run the only 2 Mandragora and 2 Thunderbird. The reason being is not a big fan of Mandragora. I felt that it was a good card, and I did originally run 3 Mandragora, 3 Thunderbird, but I switched to 2 and 2 because I wanted to make room for other cards, and also I felt that even though I could special summon this, normal summon a monster, and make Ophion, I felt that there were better options. I felt that I saw myself always using this with Infection, Infestation, and putting it back to get a Kirkion or a better monster, or even getting a Thunderbird, because Thunderbird is just more solid. But when I draw it, it's really good. But this way at 2, I don't see it too much, and when I do see it, it's playable or it's usable for the trap card, so it was good. Thunderbird, on the other hand, is an amazing card. I love this card. If I don't open Ophion, I like summoning this turn 1 because it can dodge a lot of things. Dodging this with Torrential is stupid. I've dodged so many cards with this card, and I really do like it. It's a solid monster. I've single-handedly just used this card to win games because it just gets over a lot of monsters. When it comes back in 1950, it's very hard to answer, especially if you're trying to deprison it. Too bad. Mirror Force it. Too bad. They have to waste multiple traps on it, which is great. Plus, I run 2 of them, so I always get to 1 of them eventually. Plus, I can search it with a trap. So that's it for the Evilswarm monsters. And then the thing that Brian and all of us are trying right now is 3-man deck copies of Max C. The fact that dragons are still huge. It's good against dragons, of course. It's good against mermaids. It's really good against Dragoonity. I feel that, especially since a lot of people saw how well Dragoonity did at the YCS, they're going to be running the Dragoonity build. This hinders them, and helping me draw cards and draw into Ophion is great. Helps me draw to my outs, so Max C is just really good. So that's it for the monsters. 17 monsters. On to the spells. I run 3 Patrick Hobins, 3 Upstart Goblin. This is what Brian ran in his second place build. He was just telling me about this, how good this is. It's personal preference if you want to run it or not. It makes a 40-card deck like this. 37 cards help you get to your combos faster. And also, it's good when you have a dead hand, you have an Evilswarm, but you don't have another one. And you upstart, if you have a caster and you upstart another Evilswarm, it's really good. So, I like this card. And you can always side it out against a deck it's not needed against. But it just makes the deck faster. 3 Typhoon, self-explanatory, good against Ravine especially, good against Spellbook Tower, good against pretty much every back row in the game. Just really crucial against Skill Drain and World Decree since they really hurt this deck a lot. 2 copies of Pandemic. I only would ever run 2. I never want to draw this card. I don't ever want to see this card unless I'm searching for it, because I like searching it with Ovion. That's what Ovion's supposed to do. It's supposed to lock out special summons and it's supposed to search Pandemic and the trap for you, so it's really good. This card's busted, though, when you have it. Being able to overextend and feel safe is great. Rabbiting the 2 Heliotropes, oh, you got a Bottomless, well, I got a Pandemic. So you're going to take 1950, 1950, I'm going to make an Ophion. So it's really, really good. Plus, when you just overextend, you have like a Thunderbird and like a Kirkion, another monster, tag with a Pandemic, you're good to go. So the card's really good. 1 Book of Moon, staple, it's amazing. 1 Rhoda, this actually was really good. With only 3 targets, I thought it wasn't going to be that good, but it has been really good for me. If I have the trap phase up and I don't want a caster, I can Rhoda into, like, if I have a caster in hand, I can Rhoda into, like, something else. I can do, like, some other crazy plays. So a lot of times I use it with the trap, but it's great to open within another Evilswarm to go into a turn 1 Ophion. And 1 Allure, because I run a lot of darks. Helps me draw into my deck faster. That's it for the spells. On to the traps. 3 Safe Zone. This is something that Brian and his teammates were using. This card's really great. Safe Zone Ophion is stupid. Safe Zone Key Beetle is even more stupid. It's ridiculous. This card's just really good, though, because you want to keep Ophion on the board as long as possible. In the long run, it's been better than Dress, because it lasts longer. It's not a one-turn thing. It's pretty much a perma thing. Plus, you can do a lot of cool things with it. You can crash with monsters that have the same attack. Your opponent's monsters dies, yours doesn't. And you can, if they're getting greedy, they blind Typhoon it, and they have a monster face up. You chain it, their monster dies, they go -2. So Safe Zone is just really good. 2 Fiendish Chain against Rogue decks, because Fire Fist is like one of the hardest matches for this deck. Monarchs is a hard deck, like a lot of things. Being able to stop effects is really good. I'm not running Veiler in the main deck, so this card is really crucial. It's more reactive, which I like. Plus, it Fiendish Chaining Blue Boy or Fiendish Chaining Temperance is good. 2 Mirror Force. Punish players that overextend into your back row, that into your monsters that try to push when you don't have monsters. Punish them, reset the board, and get Ophion on board and win the game from there. 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Solemn Warning. All self-explanatory, all really good one-ofs that every deck should include if it can. And the last card, favorite card in the deck, is the Infestation Infection. This card is amazing. I can't tell you how many things I've done with this card, like to dodge cards, get dead cards out of my hand, turn them into Kirkions, get dead monsters on the field, off the field, take a little bit of damage, get a Kirkion for next turn. Saving Heliotrope when they go Bottomless, being able to put one of them back, one of them will die, but being able to put it back and get another monster is really great. So this card is definitely my favorite card in the deck. I would never side it out. This card is just absolutely phenomenal. That's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. Pretty standard. Hope you guys liked it, though. On to my extra deck. I don't have all the cards, but I have the main cards for the deck, so we'll just get started with those. The 3 self-explanatory Ophion, 2 Bahamut. I like 2 Bahamut. It's Big Eye that can attack. It doesn't get better than that. You draw a lot of cards off Maxi. You can really use it to your advantage and win the game because you take your opponent's best monster. 1 Ouroboros. I don't make it a lot, but when I do, it's really good. Plus it's big. 2750 is pretty big. These are the 2 cards that will iffy right now. 1 Evilswarm Nightmare and 1 Evilswarm Thanatos. Nightmare is self-explanatory. It's for the mirror match. If the mirror match seems to be a problem, I'll probably keep it in, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep it in, but if I do have the room, I'll keep it in. Thanatos is really just kind of an iffy card. I don't have all the cards I wanted for my extra deck yet, so this card is in here mostly for Fire Fist and Rogue decks that have weird effects. Like, the main thing is they can't bear pop this, so it gives me time to battle back. But I don't really see myself keeping it in there. Rest of the rank 4's got a 1 Master Key Beetle, broken. You'll see one of the cards in my side deck that I just love to Key Beetle lock because it's pretty much game against like so many decks this format. Card's really good with Safe Zone too. 1 Maestro, self-explanatory. 1 Dweller for water. 1 Cowboy to steal games. Kirkion, monster, attack. Cowboy is stupid, but it happens a lot. 1 best card ever in the entire world. This card wins so many games for Evilswarm for the fact that Dragon players like to make Dragosack, make tokens. They have 0 attack, so Pappy just punches them for 21, or you just use a bigger monster. But Pappy puts in work, and like I've said before, Pappy wins games. And the 1 Gem Knight Pearl. You need it for mirror match. It's annoying to play against if they know what you're playing. Like my friends at school know that I'm playing Evilswarm, so they just go turn 1 Gem Knight Pearl, and I have to really fight to get around it. So thank God for cards like Maestroke and other cards. Being able to combo that and running it over is really good. Card's really good, though. You really need it. And the last is a blank. It's a Diamond Direwolf. The 2 cards I'm missing, I feel I'm going to replace Thanatos with a Black Ship of Corn, and this will be a Diamond Direwolf when the reprint comes out. So that's pretty much it on the extra deck. If there's any new cards that'll come out, I'll add them as they seem fit. Onto my side deck. Granted, this is just the side deck I had on me and the side deck I put together. If I was going to the ARG Open this weekend, this is what I would use. So we'll just get into it. 2 Effect Veiler, Rogue decks, Prophecy, Fire Fist. Turn off their effects, go off next turn and win. 2 deck Lockdown. This card's amazing. This is a card I like to Key Beetle lock more than anything. If you have Key Beetle in this, pretty much game over for decks like Spellbooks and decks like Dragons, because you Key Beetle lock this, it doesn't leave after 2 turns. Key Beetle just keeps it there, and you pretty much just win from there, because so they can't do anything. They can't special. They can't add cards to their deck like Spellbooks. So it's just really good. This card's amazing. Through testing, it's been absolutely phenomenal. 1-dimensional fissure because water's still a deck. You know, turn off hand traps. 1 Soul Drain and 1 Macrocosmos for water. Dark World, other decks like that. It's just really good. Soul Drain's really good against dragons too, because it turns off sword, the searching of the colors, so it's really good. Turning off colors is like key against dragons. 1 deck dev and 1 EEV. Deck dev is for water, small decks, gadgets, stuff like that. EEV is self-explanatory. It is for spellbooks. It's an auto win against spellbooks, and it's really good in the mirror match, hitting all their traps. And the rest of the side decks is kind of irrelevant. 2 Vanity's Emptiness for dragons, 2 Imperial Iron Wall for dragons, and spellbooks, and 2 DNA Surgery to lock down spellbooks. So yeah, so that's the deck, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, give me your thoughts, please. Please help me make a better build of this. If you feel my build's good, you know, let me know. I'll just leave it as is. If you could give me some ideas on what I could do to improve it, I'd appreciate it in the main side deck extra. Once again, shout out to Team Chaos19 and to Brian Canales for helping me with the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Glad I'm profiling something besides drag. It feels good, and it's good to, as always, bring out my Curly Rabbit, because I never want to see this card go. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.